Hi guys, so today we're going to be learning how to do 3D letters. Now you see that I have done some here. Just because I don't want this video to last too long, I'm just going to show you how to do my initials. I'm going to show you 2 letters. So all you need for this is a pencil, paper, and a ruler. If you don't have a ruler, you can use the edge of a piece of paper. It will do the same thing. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line down at the bottom, roughly where I want my letters to end. And up at the middle, I'm gonna draw a dot, okay? Then, what I like to do is kind of make my letters so that they're even. So I'm gonna go in 1 inch on each side. And then I've decided I want, let's go with 3-inch letters because I'm only doing 2. So 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go over here, 1, 2, 3. And then there's 1, 2, 3 spaces in the middle, which is good because I do want some space between each of my letters. I've decided I want my letters roughly this tall. A lot of this will get erased, so try not to draw too dark. And this only really works if I have geometric letters. So anything that is a shape that is not rounded. I can do diagonal shapes, but I would not do anything curved. So I might have to be a little bit clever with some of my letters. So my D is gonna look like that. Leave a space, and then my L. Now because I have all this space in the middle, I could do my middle initial. So I am doing 3D letters. Now if you don't know how to do that, I'm gonna do the A. I'm gonna draw a normal A, right? Then all I have to do is go around that A, turning it into a shape. Kind of like that. Now, because I don't want this video to take too long, I'm not gonna do a ruler on every single line, but if you want nice, neat looking letters, you wanna go ahead and go over each line with a ruler, making sure it's nice and straight and looks even. It'll just make your letters look a lot better. And then that way, if one of your lines is off, you can check it and see with the ruler. So, just for now, I'm gonna freehand it. I go in darker with all my letters so that you guys can see better what I'm doing. Now later you can shade these, you can color these in, whatever you like. But the next step and what helps me is I go to each corner and I make a dot. However, not every corner is gonna be connected to become 3D. So some of these dots will get erased, but it just helps me to double check all the corners so that I know I haven't missed any. Now what you do is you take your ruler and you connect it from the dot that's up there to one of your dots. And it's however far back you want your letters to go. So I don't want them to go this far back, maybe about that much. So I'm just gonna draw lightly, I'm gonna draw some lines, but they don't have to go all the way to the dot. I'm gonna go here. Technically, that dot is called your vanishing point, and we're doing what's called linear perspective. Now, any of these dots that go through the letter, I don't need to do. So when I line this dot up to this dot, I notice that it cuts through my letter, so I don't need to do that one. I don't need to do that one. I don't need to do that one. I do need to do just the inside of this one right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do that to all my letters. Again, only doing the dots that you see. So I know this goes through, those go through, this goes through, this goes through. So basically, every single one of my dots on the A in the inside goes through, so I don't need to do them. And you'll notice that the lines change direction based upon where the letter is located to that vanishing point. All right, so once I have all of those, the next step is gonna be to do the vertical and horizontal lines or the diagonal lines. So basically I copy what I already have. Right here, I have a diagonal line. So I'm gonna go a little bit out and I'm gonna also make a diagonal line. in the inside. Right here I have a vertical line. So I'm going to copy that vertical line. Over here I have this diagonal line. I'm going to copy that diagonal line. So you'll see when I go in darker, that's going to be how it becomes three-dimensional. So here I have a diagonal line. So I'm going to copy that same diagonal line. Diagonal, diagonal. The A is pretty easy because everything else goes through. Now if my A was over here, I might do some of these inside pieces because they might not cut through my letter. It depends on where it's located. Vertical line, vertical line, horizontal line, horizontal line. And again, this is easier to do with a ruler. Right here, vertical line, or sorry, horizontal line, another horizontal line. Okay, and that's pretty much it. So I can go through what I like to do unless I'm using different colors. These do look great with markers or colored pencils, but I'm just gonna shade very sloppy. You guys could do a much neater job than this. I'm gonna shade all my dimensional areas. And then I could go through and I could erase all these extra lines, but that's how you make 3D letters.